Okay, so in this video, I want to talk just briefly about the rating system and how, like, the different ways you can kind of work through your editorial process. So, as we're going to start to see, like, being a photographer is as much like using the camera as it is working and working in the computer, editing your photographs, making those kinds of decisions about what's good, what's not. And interestingly, just the other night, I was in my basement. I was looking for a negative that I had shot some years ago, and I thought it was, I had scanned it and put it on a computer, but I hadn't. So I had to go through probably like 4 or 5 boxes of negatives. And when I say a box, I mean like um, kind of like a Tupperware bin, like a plastic bin that's like, you know, 10 inches high, 16 by, it's like a big box, and they were all full. And first I was like, my God, I shot a lot of film. But second, it really took me a long time. But the funny thing is that going through, I was looking at different negatives and thinking, why had I never printed that? Or why didn't I do anything with that? And, it's just kind of like looking back and thinking like, oh, that's actually a good image. Anyways, short story short, uh, short story made even shorter. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Is that in Lightroom, there's a great process for kind of like picking and choosing like what's good. So this project, you're going to have 108 files, and you're going to have to narrow that down to 6. Okay. So how do you narrow that down? How do you keep track of what's good? How do you make those kind of decisions that photographers need to be able to make in looking at their work and kind of being able to kind of hash out what they like? So let's go again. We're in library view. Okay. We just imported our, I got my photographs from last week. We just imported our photographs. Okay. So now what do we do? Okay. So when I like to go through, just start here, and I'm going to go to the looped view, which is E, and I can just make kind of split second decisions. Like I'm looking at this photograph, and again, like, maybe, I'm thinking like, does it fit the photo? Does it fit the requirement? Whatever. I might give it, um, you know, like, how good is it? Is it 2 stars, 3, 4, 5, 1 stars? Like, yeah, I don't really like it. Okay. Maybe I'll give it 4 stars because I like the color. Okay. So that is like something you're going to have to do to figure out. This one, yeah, 1 star, not that good. This one, 1 star. Or you could just say no stars. This one, 1 star. I had a really bad shooting day. Ooh, I gave myself 2 by accident. All right, 1 star. This one, oh, maybe 2 stars. I don't know. And if you change your mind, you can always like make it, whatever. You can just click it off. There's no stars. Okay, so that's like the star method. Okay, this one, oh, I really like 5 stars. I'm joking. I don't know. I don't think I really do like that. And there you just saw me skip over one. Yeah, this one, it's a red cup. I'll give it 3 stars. I live in a college neighborhood, and whenever there's a red cup, I photograph it. Someday I'll do something with this. This one, interesting. We're going to come back to this later. I'm going to show you how to really, you can fix that up really cool. So I'm going to give that 4 stars because I kind of like it. This one, oh, this one I did from last week. This one I really like. Now why is my view all weird? Oh, I think I'm zoomed in. Sorry. 1 to 8. There we go. 5 stars because I like that. Okay, so that's the star method. Okay, and some of these I look at them and I'm like, oh, I could straighten that, yada yada, which I'll show you how to do today. That one's kind of cool. 5 stars. All right. The other method you could use is you could give it a flag. Like, oh yeah, that's a flag. Okay. Yeah, you get a flag. Okay. What else can you do? I could add a color label. It's red. I don't like that method at all. This is so horrible. That's because this guy was coming at me very quick in the street and I just tried to get out of the way. Um, I don't like the color label. I think that's silly. All right. It's like, what is blue? Is blue is good? I don't know. I like the star method or the flag, but the star method is good, like because like 5 stars, like that's your goal, like that's like, yeah, I want that. 5 stars. I like that. Flowers. 3 stars. Whatever. Gray card. Oh, that one's 10 stars. Okay, but you get what I'm saying. Now, again, I'm in this, like, what does that mean? Okay, so I'm going to go back to here. I can kind of quickly see what are the 4 or 5 stars. Okay, that's cool. So I could drag them into I could make a collection like 5 stars. Okay, I could also from here do a plus on a collection. I could create a smart collection and I could say, like, this is 5, I'll say 4. 4, 5 keepers, or just call it keepers. Okay, so that I could do that, and now my rating is greater than or equal, and I'll say 5, and I'll put a 4 there. Okay, and then I'll go create, and that's going to pull those images. Okay, so again, when we're looking at our images, the rating system is actually very helpful. Okay, that lets us kind of look through, and see like, oh, okay, what's going on? In previous years, I've, been like, well, let me see your 1-star ones. Let's talk about why they're 1 stars. Okay, which is an important conversation. Let's talk about why you like that 5-star image. Okay, from the comments of last week, looking at your larger slideshow, some of you I did note like, hey, you actually had a better picture over here. So that's the rating system. Okay, and it is actually very helpful.